Hello and welcome to Business News. I am Frank Omalape, and here are some of the reports we're filing now. An economist has described the central bank digital currency platform E-Naira as a right innovation in the Nigerian financial system. According to Aki Fatuke, the launch of E-Naira will help facilitate easy movement of cash and trade.
I can assure Nigerians that please let's give it our best thoughts. I am not in a position to verify that alleged differential in value. It cannot happen, and I do not expect that anybody that is trying to introduce something new or novel. In fact, the ease of cash withdrawal and cash transaction should be such that people will not then see, well, this is worth my while.
Away from there now, the House of Representatives has passed the 2022 to 2024 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper as presented by President Muhammadu Buhari. The passage followed consideration and adoption of the report by the House Committee on Finance at the plenary on Tuesday. The committee recommended that the external borrowings proposed by the federal government to finance the deficit in the 2021 budget be approved. It also recommended that most of the parameters proposed for the next fiscal year be approved as presented by the executive arm of government. And now Nigeria's economy is in a dire strait as oil price hit $80.20 yesterday amid growing demand fueled by a return to opening of economies around the world, putting Nigeria at crossroads. While the country makes more revenues from oil sales, the gains appear to be filtered away through fuel subsidies as the country, through the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, import 100% of petrol consumed locally at 56 million liters daily. According to data from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the corporation incurred about $756.9 billion naira petrol subsidy cost from January to July this year, a figure that may likely hit 1 trillion naira by December if oil price continues to rally. And now mobile financial services have tripled in Nigeria and other sub-Saharan African countries in the last 6 years. That's about 70%. According to a new report by Ericsson. The Consumer and Market Insight report revealed that nearly half of all consumers in sub-Saharan Africa use mobile financial services in 2021, more than a threefold increase in the last 6 years. The report also highlighted the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on mobile financial services uptake, with 54% of consumers saying that they use mobile financial services transactions more now. And now the Board of Directors of ECOBANK Nigeria has announced the appointment of 3 non-executive directors. They are Mrs. Bola Adeshola, Atitilayo Olujobi, and Bimbola Wright. This was disclosed by the bank via a statement issued on Wednesday. It stated, quote, "The new directors have distinguished themselves in their various careers, bringing them a wealth of experience in financial services industry, their professionalism and integrity that has earned them international respect," end quote. And on the African scene, Kenya's inflation is expected to remain elevated in the coming month on the increased cost of fuel and food, but was likely to remain within the upper limit of 7.5%, the Central Bank of Kenya said on Tuesday. The bank's Monetary Policy Committee said rising global crude oil prices, supply constraints that have raised the cost of raw materials for local factories, and dry weather conditions will keep the cost of living measure high. Inflation rose to 6.57% in August from 6.55% a month earlier, largely driven by the average food and fuel cost index, which climbed 10.7% and 9.1% respectively. And on the foreign scene now, Asia's stocks declined Wednesday as rising bond yields stoke fears about inflation and as China overgrown group's debt crisis intensified. MSCI Incorporation's gauge of Asian stocks had the biggest drop in almost 6 weeks and is headed for its first quarterly slide in 6. Japan fell though pared some losses as counting was underway for a new leader for the ruling party. China dropped the deepening debt crisis that China overgrown grew. U.S. futures advanced after S&P 500 fell the most since May, with concerns over the debt ceiling impasse in Washington adding to investor angst. The Nasdaq 100 tumbled the most since March as technology shares feared worse amid rising treasury yields.